EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the BioWare Classic. It is just an ideal day for golf. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're getting set for all the action this afternoon at Wetlands Golf and Country Club in Florida. And this is certainly a challenge, Frank.
It is. We really should rename it Drylands because that's the way you want to play this golf course. If you're not dry, then you are going to be wet. That swampland is just all the way around this golf course. In between it, though, is fairway. So fairway, the goal all day today.
And as always, with the state of Florida, you have to factor in the changing winds. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in on our featured golfer here at the First. Getting ready to start the round, Frank, what is the importance of getting off to a good start?
It's imperative, Rich, really. Try and find your rhythm, conditions of the golf course. Really get into the round as quick as you can.
Excellent looking shot here. Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
Second shot.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Now to the second, par 3, 225 yards. This is a good-looking shot. Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
like that. He's holding. Just a phenomenal play right there. The third hole here at the Wetlands is a par 4, 460 yards. Frank, it appears to be a pretty straightforward tee shot.
It is, and actually, Rich, when I was watching the web.com event here, this is where I saw those young, talented players really take advantage of a hole like this. Just ramrod straight. They teed it up and just ripped it down there, and these are the sort of holes they can often make 3 on. Bunkers sort of short, left and right. Plenty of green to work with. A nice high-flying second shot will be well rewarded here.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. Now back over to the fourth. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, Frank, what's the key to generating some momentum?
Just hitting good shots. I know it sort of sounds like the old cliche, but plenty of opportunities. A few 10, 15-foot putts start going down. This round will change dramatically.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Might be. Could be. And who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. Young star makes his birdie. Boy, this one has a chance to be really good. What a drive. Just tattooed that. Nice position, short grass, second shot. He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
And with that par, moving into the top 15 on the leaderboard. On to the par 4 sixth here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway. And that might be worth considering for the short hitters. To try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands, 276 yards. And of course, the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but the short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
So into the top 15 on the leaderboard with that birdie. A few more, and who knows, maybe top 10 or top 5.
That was a great first day out there, Rich.
I really enjoyed it. We saw a lot of birdies, excellent play, and some impressive names on top of this leaderboard. Anybody's game. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Hello again and welcome. Rich Slaughter alongside my colleague Frank Novelo for EA Sports. Getting set to go at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the great state of Florida. The last par 5 on this golf course is the 15th. It's 590 yards. You think, Frank, this is the time to be aggressive?
Certainly is. Longer hitters must be licking their chops on this par 5. 300-plus yard tee shot, you can definitely get home. Shorter hitters, just set it up for a nice wedge shot. But if you are going to go at this par 5 and 2, well protected by those 3 bunkers. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
That's an absolute beauty.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline. Chance for back-to-back.
Starting to make a nice move. 5 under with that birdie for the tournament. 16th hole at the Wetlands is a par 4, 455 yards.
Once again, another reward for a straight tee shot, but this green heavily guarded by sand. So good tee shots. Well, this one, you're going to have to hit one of the better iron shots required at Wetlands.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. Will settle. Setting up for an approach shot here. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. And with that birdie, moving into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
And we're starting to notice the name.
Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those 2 bunkers. One short left and the other one back right. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
That is some good work right there. Birdie and one shot closer to the lead. Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit the 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the math, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no. We don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. There gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
Pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
You'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. So close. Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
This would give him the par.
And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
There's still some time. So that is a top 10 performance through 2 rounds, Frank.
It's always nice to know that you have a shot with 2 rounds left in the tournament.
EA Sports proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Getting set for all the action on what my idol Vin Scully would have said was a beautiful afternoon here in the Sunshine State. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting ready at Wetlands Golf and Country Club. An interesting layout, Frank. The players are ready to go, and what are you thinking about as you get set to tee off?
Well, you're thinking about you're going to play a long golf course, sort of mid-7,000 yard range, but this is a golf course that you actually do get to hit your driver more often than not. So it's a good driving golf course. Green's relatively flat as well, but be careful if you're a little weak of heart. Look left or right, you might see the odd gator or two. This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Good swing, good shot yet again. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Locked in on the read and the speed. Right off the edge.
Just a fraction softer, then it might have just turned in. Even par currently.
Did the job right there. Here at the par 5 7th at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club, 592 yards. Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that? Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Quite dialed in all the way on that shot, but still on the putting surface. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good roll, solid, that's par. Eighth hole here at the Wetlands, par 3, 203 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, actually, but you have to have a little look at your yardage book because that front bunker will make this hole look a little shorter to the eye than actually what it plays. Green gets a little narrow as it gets deeper, but flat and, well, I wouldn't say easy. 3 here, not too bad. Second shot.
Perfect, and in the hole. What a shot. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So a tricky little par 3. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Just a couple of feet. Looks primed right now.
Anything other than backing up. Very aggressive. That birdie now in second.
So through 54 holes, a really good position inside the top 5 with 1 round to go.
Yeah, and those handful of players that we're looking at, Rich, they certainly have looked the best players this week, which makes tomorrow look like a real thriller.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Well, here we are at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the Sunshine State, Florida. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, what stands out when you look at the Wetlands?
The swampland, the gators, really it's a good driving golf course, Rich. Not a lot of fairway bunkers in play here at Wetlands, but if you drive the ball well here, you really can get a good score out here at Wetlands. They play the web.com here every now and again, so we've seen some good scores over the years, but always fun to be playing in Florida. Sun on your back, warm golf conditions. That's what you want to see right now, right there. Great birdie.
Time running out, but still, he could get the job done. We'll see. The last par 5 on this golf course is the 15th. It's 590 yards. You think, Frank, this is the time to be aggressive?
Certainly is. Longer hitters must be licking their chops on this par 5. 300-plus yard tee shot, you can definitely get home. Shorter hitters, just set it up for a nice wedge shot. But if you are going to go at this par 5 and 2, well protected by those 3 bunkers.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Third shot, looking for a good one. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. With that birdie, moves one shot closer to the lead. 16th hole at the Wetlands is a par 4, 455 yards.
Once again, another reward for a straight tee shot, but this green heavily guarded by sand. So, good tee shot, and, well, this one, you're going to have to hit one of the better iron shots required at Wetlands.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
Chance to get it close here. Frank, over the course of the last 15 years or so, there have been a number of initiatives within the game of golf just to try to grow the sport.
Yeah, we've seen the PGA Junior League, which is a series of competitions, obviously for juniors to play. But the first tee really is worldwide now, just to try and introduce players from all over the world into the game of golf. They're introduced with club professionals. They learn skills that are essential really to play the game of golf. But in 2014 was a real step, what I think, in the right direction to showcase the junior talent around the world with the drive, chip and putt, where you actually get a chance to play the drive, chip and putt final at Augusta National, the home of the Masters.
Imagine young kids, boys and girls, 8 years old, 11 years old, being able to go home and tell their friends, tell their families, hey, I have something in common with Jack Nicklaus, with Arnold Palmer, with Phil Mickelson, with Tiger Woods. I won at Augusta National Golf Club. 12 feet still to go. How does that stay out?
I have no earthly idea. That's cruel, that. Hole's round. Ball's meant to go in.
So they'll tap in. Gives back a shot and now drops into third place after the bogey. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those 2 bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
Birdie try up next. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Could it be?
In a very aggressive mode with that birdie, now in second place.
Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit your 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no, we don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
Frank, downhill shot here. Will he have to take it just a little bit easier?
Yeah, be careful with the ball position as well. If you play the ball too far forward and try and scoop it, it's not going to work. Should be safely on deck.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
And getting ready for the putt. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. That's why you play the game, to stack up the wins. Great effort right there. This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Here at the TPC Scottsdale in Arizona, and Frank, when so many people tune in to watch this great event, they think immediately of the 16th hole with all of those fans jammed in. It's like Fenway Park inside the desert there, but it's much more than that little par 3, isn't it?
It certainly is more than that, Rich. The TPC Scottsdale is a great venue for a PGA Tour event. It's a blend of everything: birdie opportunities, holes that are fraught by water, bunkering that's being changed. All in all, it's a great atmosphere with nearly 500,000 people that visit this during the tournament week.
Our featured golfer making the turn. Let's pick up with the action at the 10th. Frank, nothing spectacular to this point in the first round. What does the player need to do just to kind of generate some momentum?
I actually think they're playing all right, Rich. It's just, you compared to the top of the leaderboard, you start to think, well, maybe they're struggling. But there's ebbs and flows in this game. At the moment, it's just sort of almost like a holding pattern. But it's time to change that.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Birdie try up next. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. On to the par 4 11th hole. Frank, what's the best play here?
No bunkers really here to worry about, Rich, so you have to pick something in the distance as a good line. Something a little bit away from the water that protects the left side of this fairway. And it's adjacent to the 15th hole, the other par 5 coming home. So a good drive, perhaps with a little bit of cut off the tee. And that should shape up nicely for this long par 4.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
The second shot now to the par 4. Headed for the bunker? Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly, and keep your head still. Solid play, heart of the green. Good chunk of real estate here, 22 feet away.
Oh, this is a huge putt. It's in.
12th hole now, looking at 192 yards, par 3.
Won't quite play that distance because that tee shot is considerably downhill. But you really have to be cognizant of the wind if it's coming off the left, because it easily brings that water into play down the right should that tee shot just start moving with the wind.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
Really. This is that awkward length.
just misses.
Can't birdie them all, Rich. Even par currently.
In for par. Par 5 13, chance for birdie or maybe even eagle if you're bold and brave enough, but also, Frank, chance for disaster here?
Well, there is. Water very much in play down the right side. There's a bunker down the left too. If you finish up in that, there's no way you're going for this par 5 and 2. Then it becomes a little bit of a zigzag mission. The second shot either has to be hit down the right side, just skirting that bunker in the front, or it has to be all carry.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Par 4 14th, Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward, because on an uphill shot there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. So coming off the birdie on the previous hole, a chance now for yet another one.
And momentum all in his favor.
He had that. Wrong time to be leaking oil here at the 14th hole, Frank.
Well, to state the obvious, too, that was very makeable. That's the one you'd expect to make more often than not. That's going to hurt. And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
Still some time. Now at the par 5 15th, and Frank, there is plenty to catch your eye. There's also quite a bit to catch your ear. You can hear the roars at the par 3 16th. So how do you focus on the task at hand?
Great question, Rich. You know, you realize you're about to enter the stadium part of the golf course. But this is the last par 5 that you're going to play. We've seen eagles here over the years. We've seen many a player hit it in the water off the tee or water short of the green. Certainly one of the tougher tee shots coming in. No bunkers here to worry about, just that huge lake to the left. Find the fairway. You might just find the green.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that lie.
I didn't think that was doable.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Simply put, there is nothing like it in the game of golf. It is by far the biggest spectator event in the sport. We're at TPC Scottsdale in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. And Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
Well, everybody wants to know about 16, the famed par 3 here, surrounded by those skyboxes. Once again, that'll be a topic of the day. But really, this is a regular sight for the PGA Tour. So those of you that were familiar with the golf course, it's now changed. 2014, the designers Morris and Weiskopf did a massive renovation.
Well over 100,000 fans every day, better than 500,000 for the week. It's a giant party mixed in with a heck of a tournament. This is a good-looking shot. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That birdie will help, Frank.
Certainly moving him into the top half, that's for sure. And starting to narrow that number down in front.
To the par 5 13th here at TPC Scottsdale. Lots of danger left and right of this tight fairway, Frank.
This hole has really changed over the years. There used to be a split fairway. That no longer exists. That bunker you can see down the left side, which you can't carry, really defines the left side of this hole. Water still in play down the right, and big change here is the bunkering along the left, front and left side of this green. So you can't just blaze away and comfortably expect to hit 13 and 2 anymore.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards, just crushed it in the fairway. Second from an excellent lie. He'll be pleased with that. The approach shot is about 12 feet away. And getting ready for the putt. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Birdie putt coming up.
had a par on this hole yesterday.
Moves into the top 10 with that birdie.
Par 4 14th, and Frank, this hole packs a little punch, doesn't it?
Yeah, the addition of just a little bit more yardage, plus the bunker on the left has been pushed out into the fairway, actually makes the whole play a little bit longer than its 490 yards. Second shot is a little bit uphill. No longer is there a bunker on the right side. That side of the green is actually open. You don't really want to be trying to miss that green on the right. Should you decide to go at the flag, well, you're going to have to carry that front bunker. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
This, the second shot here at the par 4. Frank, even at major championships, a good crowd on a single day might be 25 to 30,000. Consider this for just a moment. At the TPC Scottsdale in 2013, round number 3 on Saturday, almost 180,000 fans jammed into that ballpark.
It's hard to imagine that's twice the gate of a Super Bowl on a golf course. Now, obviously, some of it's hidden because of the size of the acreage. But golf just doesn't get that type of crowds anywhere else in the world. But it works at TPC Scottsdale. They have a crowd that keeps going back. They have the Bird's Nest, for example, that goes there. The parties that ring around there. It's an atmosphere that golf never gets anywhere else. But it really works there. The players feel it too. They breathe it. And this is 1 week of the year, just 1 week, where they do feel like superstars.
It's a mix of soft spikes and stiletto heels. There's nothing quite like the TPC Scottsdale. Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th, but Frank, I'm wondering, as a player, is your mind beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole?
Oh, they are. This is really the finishing stretch at TPC Scottsdale, where you get all these swing holes. 15 is a swing hole. 16, 17, and 18, where so many changes in the score can actually happen. But this one here is all about finding the fairway. A good drive down here will be well rewarded because you'll have a chance to reach this par 5 and 2. Second shot.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Playing his 4th shot after the 3rd was wet. So in the first cut here, it could be worse. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Settles in over the putt. That's good work. That's a good par right there. Frank, right where you want to be at the midway point of a tournament.
Yeah, you know your game's solid. The focus is more on the leader, and that you can just go out and play. Excellent position to be in.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Welcome to the Stadium Course, TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. It's a masterful blend of challenge and playability designed by the team of Tom Weisskopf and Jay Moorish. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports.
The changes, Rich, they made in 2014 have just added a luster to this great venue that hosts the PGA Tour event each and every year. And it's a great test for any level of play.
Now to the second par 3 on the front 9. This is the 7th hole.
Yeah, quite a stiff par 3 because of the narrowness in the front, really favoring a higher shot that's going to land softly, and therefore you can open up that green, because the further back you go, the wider it gets. Well, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Now this for birdie. Came away with par in the previous round. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. So a drop shot. This is a good hole, Frank, the par 4 8th.
Yet another dogleg left, Rich, on the front side. And it's a sharper dogleg now because they've put in 2 bunkers down the left side. It used to be a bailout area for the players in the past. You can't do that anymore. And I doubt anybody can fly it over that left one. It's nearly 330 yards to carry that in the air. Those 2 bunkers have forced the players to go out to the right, making that second shot a little bit longer now.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Second shot, good look at the green. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That is classy.
No chance of going in.
So a tester from 4 feet. That's a good birdie right there. And to 4 under par for the championship. Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's 1 bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, when you look at great rivalries in sports, you realize that athletes need each other. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to achieve greatness, to achieve legendary status. And in golf, Tom Watson needed Jack Nicklaus to push him to another level.
and also to define an era. Without one, we couldn't think of the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s. You need those players to define that era. So you need competition. Competition is not without rivalry.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Coming off that exciting front side, we are set to go on the back 9 here at the TPC Scottsdale. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Just a gorgeous afternoon. Great crowds as always, and you can feel the excitement building, Frank.
Oh, you certainly can, and the 10th hole's been changed. You used to bail out down the left side, Rich, but they put a little bunker down there that sort of stops that play. And for the ones that tried to drive directly at the green, there's a little bunker that's hidden in the distance that will sort of stop you going on that line. So it really has to be respected. And the 428, or the rather modest 428 yards there, will play a little longer because this will play as a true dogleg right par 4.
Respectable shot right there. 20 feet or so from the hole. Locked in on the read and the speed. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. Even par currently.
Those keep the round going, those par putts. Now at the par 4 11th, Frank, I really like this hole.
Well, you might be the only one, Rich, because this is an absolute scorecard wrecker. Water all the way down the left side. There's 2 bunkers. Don't worry about that. They're not off the tee. They're around the green. They protect the left front and the back. If you think you can bail out down the right side, well, you could find cactus and all sorts of crazy things down the right. And believe me, go down there, more than anything, they'll wreck your scorecard as well.
Good-looking shot right here. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Well, at last, a birdie. So through 3 rounds, just outside the top 10, what kind of a chance do you give a player who is sitting outside the first 10?
Yeah, it's slim. I certainly would not say none, though, Rich. You know, we've countless times over the years seen someone post an early one in and watch the leaders crumble at the end. Good opportunity tomorrow. Put a good round on the board and then just sit back and wait. And then remember, there's also the chance of a playoff.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Set in the Sonoran Desert and surrounded by the majestic McDowell Mountains, we're at the stadium course at TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for today's event. Frank, when you think about the TPC Scottsdale, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The golf course has been radically changed in 2014, but it still hasn't lost its luster. Really, it's just been updated like the game itself for these young, strong players of the modern era. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Getting set now over the putt. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Well, here we are at the 16th hole, looking at just over 160 yards. Doesn't seem all that daunting, Frank. But 160 yards with 20,000 people, horned into a little stadium in the desert, that makes it a different story.
It certainly is. This was one hole, too, where Tom Watson would send his caddy forward. He would stay back by 15. His caddy would get his yardage. Watson would simply walk on the tee. His caddy would give him the club. He would not go through his normal routine. He would simply just head away. It was one hole that he never wanted to think about. It might look simple, but it's what the player feels.
So he didn't hit the green in regulation, but he still has a reasonably good chance to save his par, about 10 feet away. He's made it. Now to the 17th, and Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par fours in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight and amazing shot, and really deserved it.
Well, again, the fairways are lined with those huge galleries coming off 16 and 17. Now the finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. And Frank, what can we expect?
Well, this is a goodie. It'll play slightly as a dogleg left. Now, many a year, a player would try and carry the ball all the way over that water down the left side, but those new bunkers down there, it stopped the J.B. Holmes attack on this par 4. You're really going to have to play a little right of those now, and there's a couple of bunkers up on the hill to stop you doing that. So this is really a much tougher tee shot. 440 yards of par 4 just got a little bit more difficult.
115 yards away, has to be careful with the wind at his back that he doesn't airmail this green.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Putting up some impressive numbers out here now. 9 under for the tournament. Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf. And it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested, seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.